This interactive prediction tool predicts capillary entry pressures from sedimentary facies and porosity. Predictions are made based on a global empiric relationship between pore types or pore type groups, porosity and mercury-injected capillary pressure curves. Predictions can be carried out on predefined and/or user-defined facies and associated pore type probabilities. The tool can only be carried out on multi-data sets and is therefore only available to licensed premium subscribers. A demo version is, however, available with a standard subscription. Let's take a look at the licensed version. A valid licensed company name has to be entered into the text box. We then press the Go button. The tool opens in a new tab in your web browser. This first worksheet gives some introductory instructions. The prediction tool follows in the second worksheet. And in the last worksheet, the predefined sedimentary facies and associated pore type probabilities are given. In addition, there is also the possibility of assigning user-defined facies and pore type probabilities based on user experience. Let us first go to the prediction tool worksheet. Input data cells have a yellow background color, whereas the prediction data have a green background. Only yellow cells can be edited. All other cells are locked. We first enter or paste data into columns D and E. Data entries into column C is optional. The surface tension for oil and gas and the contact angle for oil has to be entered into column B. The cells are filled in with default values, but these can be altered. We will stick to the default values for now. Probabilities can be given as P10 to P90 in 10% increments, and this can be selected from this cell. Prediction of dominant pore types are based on sedimentary facies and associated pore type probabilities. Where two or more pore types are probable, the pore type is randomly assigned in relation to the pore type probability. The predicted dominant pore type is given in column F. The associated expected and probability mercury capillary entry pressure based on porosity and the predicted pore type are given in columns G and H. The mercury capillary entry pressures are converted to oil and gas pressures in columns I to L. And this conversion is using the input values entered into column B. Be aware that calculations may take a while, so please be patient. Sedimentary facies, facies codes and associated pore type probabilities are given in the last worksheet. The upper part of the worksheet, having white background, show the predefined data. Pore type probabilities are defined from empirical global data. The lower part of the worksheet, having yellow background, show user-defined data. Sedimentary facies codes and associated pore type probabilities may be entered here according to user experience. Let us enter a few sedimentary facies and pore type probabilities. We then switch back to the prediction tool worksheet to enter some of the user-defined faces. We see that the user-defined faces codes have been added to the drop-down list of available faces. As we see, the user-defined faces can be used along with the predefined faces. This completes this video guide.